Merry Christmas, everybody! Trevor here, and welcome to my 50th unboxing video. Or as I would like to call it, What's in the Bag?
Schwiggity schwag, what's in the bag?
Yeah, like he said. Anyway, before we get started on this, I just want to say that I originally had these presents wrapped, but because my family wants me to show them what I got for Christmas, I have to put them in this bag so that it'll be a surprise for you guys. I also want to point out that because I don't have scissors with me at the moment because I'm lazy, I just want to show off what's in the packaging. I'll cut out the packaging after I'm done making this video. And then once I show off all my presents, I'm going to have a little fun run with them at the end. So I hope you all understand that. Now, the first thing we're going to be looking at is Mavis. And if you've been following me for a very long time, Mavis is one of my favorite diesel engines because of her black and yellow stripes. And she's also young and feisty, who reminds me of myself in my younger years. And I especially love her design. I also like the detailing on the sides, including the Farquhar Quarry Company Limited, as well as her name on the sides. And I even like the vents here. But the best detailing, in my opinion, unlike most Mavis models, is that not only she has black and yellow stripes at the front, but also at the rear. And I think this is a very nice touch. So all in all, I give this a 10 out of 10 stars because it's just that great. Now let's move on to the next item. Troublesome truck number 6. Now, I've heard that they're making a Troublesome truck number 7, which is a gray 12-ton van with a CGI face. I might get that someday, but I'm not going to promise that because I don't want too many items in my Bachmann collection. Now, anyway, what I like about this model is that this is the African Troublesome tanker from Africa. Sorry if I'm sounding redundant here, but this looks cool. This is a purple standard tanker with an African CGI face from Big World Big Adventures, the movie. Yeah, and I also like the whole detailing overall. So, like Mavis, I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10 as well. The next item I want to show off is the Sodor Scrap Company Open Wagon, which is blue. And I thought I'd buy this because I think it looks pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about this model is that there's no load inside. I kind of wish there was like a removable scrap load, just like with the coal wagons and stuff. But, oh well, beggars can't be choosers, as I said a million times before. So that's why I'm giving this like a 9 out of 10 stars. Coming up next is the green Sodor mail coach. And the reason why I decided to buy this is because I've had the original red version from the CGI series, but unfortunately I gave that one away because I hate myself sometimes. And I also don't want too many items in my collection. But eventually I regret doing that, so I replaced it with this green version. And I'm going to pretend that this is a utility van of some sort. And another reason why I decided to buy this is because I also have the green Christmas break van that has Santa Claus inside, so I think this would match that perfectly. It's also a known fact that children mail letters to Santa Claus, which is another good reason why I decided to buy this for this season. So I'm going to promise to never donate this version of the mail coach. Now, if there's one thing I don't like about this version of the mail coach, is that there's no CGI logo on the sides, just like the red version. But, oh well. That's why I'm giving this like an 8.5 out of 10 stars. And it's also why I'm going to plan to use this as a utility van, just like in season 1 of Thomas and Friends, where Thomas pulls one of them for his freight train. Anyway, let's move on. The 5th Bachmann item I want to show off is this. This is one of the very first HO scale figure packs released by Bachmann, and it's also the very first one that I bought. I do have 2 more, but for now I just want to show off this. Now, I originally had the G scale versions of Sir Topham Hatt, the Conductor as well as Farmer McColl, but I gave those away in favor of their HO scale counterparts because I think they're the right size for my engines. And besides, I don't use G scale that much. I'm more of an HO scale guy, and these are more size accurate. And another reason why I decided to buy this is because of Katie the sheepdog, because, you know, I love the cute little border collie. So cute. Anyway, one thing I like about these HO scale figures is that, sure, they're not as detailed as the G scale models in terms of the faces, but they're pretty cool. I especially like the sheep. The sheep look really nice. And like I said before, I'm not going to open these packagings because I don't want to lose the pieces, and I'm too lazy to get my scissors, so I'd rather cut these out after I'm done recording these. So overall, I give these like a 9.5 out of 10 stars, mainly because they're choking hazards, so I gotta be careful not to share these with my nephews and nieces, because, you know, they can swallow anything thinking that these are a piece of candy. So I gotta be careful with these. And last but not least, I want to show off something even more Christmassy than the green mail coach, which is this. This is the red 12-ton van with a Christmas wreath on the sides. And this was seen in the CGI episode known as Hunt the Truck, aka Hunt the Car in the US. And in my honest opinion, I prefer Hunt the Truck because truck is the proper British term for this, and it has a nicer ring to it. And not to mention that I actually liked the episode Hunt the Truck. It's one of my favorite episodes from Big World, Big Adventures. And not to mention one of my favorite Christmas episodes as well. And like the other models, I love the detailing on the sides and the front and the back. It just looks really nice. And because of these reasons alone, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 gold stars. Anyway, I'm going to cut off here so I can open these up and show them off on my fun run. Okay, so I've got everything out of the packaging, and I have Mavis at the front pulling this train full of sheep, Katie, Farmer McColl, who are in this Sodor scrap car. And don't worry, they're not being sent for scrap or anything. They're not going to be burned alive. Don't worry, I would never do that. And she's also pulling this Troublesome truck number 6 from Africa. A green Sodor mail coach, which I'm going to pretend that's a utility van. The Christmas wreath 12-ton van. And I even added a brake fan in the back because it's the Christmas season after all. So, without further ado, let's see how this runs. And as you can see, she runs very well. Come on, Mavis, you can do it. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. Overall, I'm very thankful about what I have for Christmas. And don't worry, I'm going to keep these new toys from now on, unlike what I did to certain items in my inventory. But we'll get to more details on that another time. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to, and click the bell icon to be notified for my latest uploads. Join me next time where I'll be reviewing something that has nothing to do with Thomas the Tank Engine at all. And yes, that'll be part of my 51st unboxing video, which I'm hoping to get done sometime before or after New Year's Eve. This is Trevor Davis signing off and saying, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.